Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you all back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We had just finished our investigation day, which was 4 episodes long, my god. And now we go into the trial phase, the good part of the game, if you will, for most people. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! Why is my mouse being so weird? It's like a lag. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around a courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be fine. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Oh god. Phoenix! Ay. Anyway, here we go. Trial day. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Jones. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. Well, you know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more... friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this fun, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? Oh, she must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I am not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? Ah, what are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now, let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! Sorry to keep you from your work, as I am sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this, sir. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the event in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective.
You may proceed with your testimony.
Oh good, these are all voices that are easy on my throat. I'm not gonna throw it out for at least 20 minutes. Oh boy.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered at the big top to practice their routines. The practice section broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Ooh, God.
So, pretty much he died instantly. Oh, that's a way to go, oh my god. That is a way to go.
I see. So, he was beaten to death.
Well, here's the autopsy report for the victim, sir.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Time of death, 10:15. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. In other words, broken neck.
A blunt object. Well, very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Here we go. Time to learn some of the finer details of this case.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until about 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out.
And let me ask you about the snow.
It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Did it pile up?
Well, it wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. Snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day.
The snow. Let me see, there's got to be more to this. Eh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record.
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Well, all of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines.
When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean?
Well, everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the Animal Tamer, Mo the Clown, Ben the Ventriloquist, and of course the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim, the Ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the Tiger was there as well.
Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey?
Oh, when I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Well, the practice broke about 10 p.m.
That is not what I wanted. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the Ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The Ringmaster and Max, well, they went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Private talk, huh?
Talk privately, huh? Well, that's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you, Detective?
Well, it seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage.
The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15.
I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Whoa, what happened? There we go.
Well, okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us about the whole thing. Ow!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright. We'll just have to revisit that part of the testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
Well, the victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail, sir. A wooden box?
Oh, that's right. Well, the victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? Well, it was rather a strange wooden box, Your Honor. Oh, what do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say?
Holy smokes, 20-pound box! The box itself is 20 pounds? Or at least whatever's in the box. Oh my god, that's heavy. This may be my only chance. I might as well ask some questions. Well, the description of the box is that it's 20 pounds. I don't think I'll learn anything about the lock. The real key thing is, what's in it? Do you mind telling us what was inside the box?
Well, when we found it, it was locked tight in the Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
Bottle? What is that, Detective?
Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle.
Well, what's inside the bottle?
It's filled with pepper.
Pepper? Well, why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge 20-pound box? I wonder if it has some sort of special meaning. So the box itself is 20 pounds, and all it carried was a bottle of pepper. Huh.
Well, the cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped vertebrae in his neck.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, right?
Well, you done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found his murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak.
Well, my theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with.
You would think so,
especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No.
I'll bet he made it disappear with magic.
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean, all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously. But that is due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
Oh no, but wrapped up is such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh. Please state your name on record for the record.
My full name is Triloquist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That room must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Oh, fine. I'll grace you with a song.
Me. The world and the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman.
Well, what do you think?
It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge.
Oh, shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know what, that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who this witness is.
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about her.
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. No, let's proceed. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting, people.
Well, once practice was over, I left the tent with the the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then, the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards this scene. Are you sure of that?
Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown have committed a crime?
The judge got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Why's that?
Here's absolute proof.
A silk hat.
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without a question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, oh god. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Yep, clearly. She's always the boss, Phoenix. Don't you get it?
Well, once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean the clown.
The clown. You're talking about Mo, right?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Oh gosh, poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's the head of the pack.
Oh, then what happened?
Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance.
Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
Well, it was awfully cold out that night, especially with the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
But I'm a good thunker. At least my teacher always said I was. A good thunker? What the... Ugh.
That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. That is not what I wanted.
Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Mouse? Well, of course I'm sure. How could you possibly mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Geez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Everyone is saying it. Thank you! Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. Everyone knows the getup. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer?
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
Well, that makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character. There has to be more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something wrong with this? I'm wondering.
I don't know, I want to say there's no proof it was Max, but he's very adamant by the three-piece getup. That in itself at this moment is proof. My main concern is there any proof that the person wearing those items was Max? But that's not what this question is. This question is saying there's no proof it was Max. Currently there is, it's the three-piece getup, so I can't really say that question. But we haven't really heard the whole reason why Ben was out. Well, he said he was thinking, but we're only talking about that one occasion where Max passed by. Did Ben see anyone else? Well, that's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen?
Oh god, I don't know. I don't know. Why don't you tell me? I actually have to think here. It has to be someone from the circus. I'm wondering, wouldn't he have seen Regina? Wait, how old are you, by the way? Oh my god, Ben, you're 30. Ben, you're 31. She's 16. Oh my god, in most parts of the world, that's considered rape. Statutory rape. Parts of the UK, I don't think that's considered rape because 16 is considered limited adult, which, if I'm not mistaken, includes the ability to make your own decisions in terms of sexual, what's the word I'm looking for? Sexual consent. I know there are some places in the UK where you're 16, you're considered old enough to give sexual consent, so... But this is in the UK! This takes place in America! This is statutory rape, Ben! I am so sorry, but this is statutory rape. Oh my god. Marry a 16-year-old, my god. You need to have Russell Berry sign something to say, yes, I allow my daughter to marry. Oh my god. Anyway, I think you could've... I think this is what they're going for. You would've seen Regina Berry. Don't hold your tongue, Ben! It's your job to answer all the stupid questions! Well, I'm sorry, Trilo. I gotta find a way to get more information out of this witness. Think about it some more, Nick. I'm sure you'll come up with something. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick... Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. Look, I don't know anymore. Once practice was over, we went back to the beginning. I don't think this has anything to do with it, so I'm not gonna talk about it. You know what, whatever. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around... Well, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time. I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, you see, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhand theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something.
Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
Now do I present Regina? Cause I'm pretty sure he was waiting for her. That's my feeling, he was waiting for Regina. Well, if he's waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. What?! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back from the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
Is this true?
Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget that.
Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he is right.
Eh?
It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
Oh, he's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating him. Oh my god, we already said that! Oh dear. That wasn't a good contradiction. That wasn't even a contradiction. This is the thing that I have a problem with. Because he's saying that how could that punk not be the killer, under the guise that he's the only one heading to the lodging house? Saw Max and only Max, yada yada, makes him the killer, only person headed that way that night, that makes yada yada yada. Okay, maybe my original assumption was right. What proof is it that it was Max he saw? Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey! You still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Oh, great. I'm getting shut down by a toy. Oh my god. Oh no. Let me look at the profiles real quick. That's technically not evidence, so... Yeah, you see Max. No, that doesn't count. Oh! I got it. I just remembered. Max said that Russell Berry left their meeting at around 10. Went to the lodging house. He had to have passed by the lodging house to die there. How did you not see the ringmaster? Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot that. Yes, shut up. Yes, Ben only saw Max, that's no way. You had to have seen someone else. You had to have seen the ringmaster. He went there. That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? It's a likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Oh, I see. Okay. I get it now. So, even if I got that one first, where I talked about the ringmaster going to the scene of the crime, where he died, Von Karma would have immediately shot me down, saying that, no, Max was already seen going there. And now we're tying it into the fact that he'd been waiting for Regina this entire time, Ben. So if Ben was waiting for Regina, it's quite possible he never noticed the victim heading over to where he was killed. I see where it's going. So you needed the two of them to make that connection that Ben was paying attention to nobody except for Regina. That makes sense. Okay. Ah! Oh, that makes perfect sense. What did you just say? Is the witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime? However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a likelihood, a high likelihood, that he could have missed someone else other than There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
I was waiting to commit statutory rape. Yeah, what's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge? I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Huh. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. And we'll figure that out in the next episode, because it's 32 minutes, at least before cuts, and I don't want to make this any longer than it has to be. So, I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Later, everyone.